Regretting You is the type of movie that knows its audience. This movie is tailor-made for people who like these kinds of movies. If this is not your cup of tea, you're not going to like it. Let's just put that out there. It is an absolute cheeseball cringe fest of a movie, okay? And I loved it. Directed by Josh Boone. This is based on the novel by Colleen Hoover. Stars Dave Franco, Mason Thames, Makenna Grace, Allison Williams. Also stars Scott Eastwood and Willa Fitzgerald. Josh Boone also directed The Fault in Our Stars. So Morgan and Chris were high school sweethearts, okay? They got pregnant, had Clara. 17 years later, it's Morgan's birthday. Everything seems so happy. You know, she has a younger sister named Jenny who's dating Jonah. They have a little baby named Elijah. You know, everybody was dating at some point in high school. So Morgan and Chris were dating. You know, Jenny and Jonah had like a little relationship here and there. And everything seems hunky-dory until the day after Morgan's birthday. Chris and Jenny get in a car accident. And that's so sad. But like, why was Chris and Jenny in the car together? The drama. Clara is devastated. Okay, she lost her daddy and her auntie. And the cute boy at school keeps following and unfollowing her on Instagram. Ugh. This movie's for the girlies. This is such a girls' night out movie. One thing I love about movies such as these is just the overall theater experience when it's just a bunch of girls. We're all just girls. And it's the only time I think I don't mind the extra noise because we're all like whispering and we're all like making noise. And I'm just in there like, ooh, oh, like I didn't finish the book over the weekend. What I can appreciate about this movie as an adaptation is that it's not episodic, okay? I feel like a lot of adaptations prioritize book moments over the story. I feel like this prioritizes the story over moments. I mean, the book is obviously better, like there's no arguing that. But this movie is essentially about the ups and downs, the roller coaster ride that is grief with, you know, a little bit of extra added drama because on top of the fact that, you know, two people lost their lives, there is a little bit of betrayal added in there, and it's just betrayal on top of betrayal. Dave Franco was my biggest concern going into this, okay? I either absolutely love him or I'm like, why are you here? But he did fine, I thought. I mean, somebody might think different. I think he should explore romantic dramas, but hey, that's just me. Now, in the book, it's definitely a mother-daughter story where the mom and the daughter are given equal weight. But in this movie, Makenna Grace carries. She is the heartbeat. She is the life force. She is the connective tissue. She is the center of gravity in this movie. Not to shade Allison Williams. No, she does wonderful. She does a great job. But Makenna Grace carried. Okay? I'm sorry. She's an absolute presence on screen. Like, she's magnetic. She just draws you in. But she's always been like that since she was a very little girl. She's always been really good at she's a showstopper. She makes you watch her. Again, this movie is a total cringe fest. Is it perfect? No. Is it the worst movie I've seen this year? Absolutely not. But this movie is tailor-made for a very specific audience, a very niche audience. If that audience is not you, you're not going to like it. If you are that audience, I think you're going to have a good time. I had a good time. I mean, we were all laughing at the right moments. And that was a pretty semi-full theater. Shout out to Mason Thames, though. I mean, he's having an incredible October. He had Black Phone 2 that came out last week, right? And then he's got this one. But he also had How to Train Your Dragon in June. Makenna Grace, too, because she has Regretting You this weekend. Anniversary comes out next weekend. And then she has Five Nights at Freddy's at the beginning of December. You go, girl. Where it is weak, though, I will say, it's a little clunky and a little clumsy. Character development is kind of thin. That's about it. Yeah, I mean, it's exactly what you expect it to be. I don't know, I had a good time. That's sometimes all you need is a good time.